Well, it's a very beautiful day in Wales. It's about 23 degrees and the sun is out. But following on from what I said last time about this slight longing I've got for going back to London, well, I thought that's what I'm going to do. I'm going back to London today. I love that feeling of heat that just comes out of the tube and just hits you. Maybe that's because I haven't seen the sunshine for such a long time. And now I've got to catch the train using the Elizabeth line, which I think I've only ever done once before. Strange how you can only be back for a few seconds, but I've already got into that method of walking really fast. Here we are, going up to the Purple Line, named after the late Queen Elizabeth II.
Smoking is not permitted anywhere on the stations and across the network. This includes e-cigarettes.
I'm not going to run because I'm not sure which one I need. I'm trying to get to Bond Street, which is there. And I am, where am I? I'm up here somewhere.
This is an Elizabeth line service to Shinfield.
I absolutely love the architecture. Oh, there's Jason Donovan there. I worked with him many a year ago. I absolutely love the architecture of this Elizabeth line. And it's nice and cool. There's a nice cool wind blowing through. And it's not that busy for a Saturday late afternoon into the evening. Very quiet indeed, with the traffic as well as with the people. Oh, it's very warm in here. Right, oh, let's get out. I can't show you what I've bought because it's a Christmas present. Right, I have one more gift, Christmas gift, and then I'm finished for another year. Absolutely love the green interior in here.
You can go around to make sure that that one there has been actually shot like it goes to.
Down the tubes again. Now I've got to go and pick up my friends from Victoria Station.
Please stand back from the platform edge.
Central line. Please stand clear on the closing door.
Mind the gap, please.
Victoria Station. This was one of my main stations that I used to use nearly on a daily basis. Obviously it feels quite exciting to be back, but that could be a novelty because it's only going to be for 2 days. Well, I'm back in Sydenham, catch up with a few friends, and even walking down the street that I used to live on. I can see there's already been major changes, even in the 7 months, or 8 months is it, that I've been away. Now this house was going for about £800,000, but opposite, look, there's like a car park now. All this used to be scrubland. It was like a nature reserve of sorts, and all this is cleaned up as well. There was brambles and everything, and they wanted to put houses here, but there was a stop put on them. Makes you think now, maybe the neighbour put a stop on it because they know they wanted to sell their house, and to have that connected to the house would certainly put the price up. Let's go and have a look at the park. So this is my local park. It does feel weird to be back, to be honest. Really weird. Just come and have a quick visit. This is the allotment site where I had my longer serving plot on. Looking glorious in the sunshine here. In fact, it's only about 10 o'clock and it's feeling about 23 degrees. Everything looking very grand indeed. Nobody down here. Maybe they've all been to water their plots this morning before it gets too hot. Now my allotment was down the bottom here, and he's not buried on the plot, he's buried in one of the neighbouring gardens, but this is where Rusty ended his days. I'll just spend a quiet few moments in contemplation and pay my respects. I wonder if I come back in a year, whether there'll be houses there. It's nice and peaceful here today, Sunday morning. It's a combination of putting on a pair of comfy slippers by being back. But it's good to come back and just have a little look. Although I noticed on the allotment site, I'd completely forgotten. But when I left, I donated a load of my books. So I've got one back in my bag. But I'm going to walk up to the high street now and see if Kenty's there. I could do with a cup of tea to cool me down. Just talking to one of the dog walkers, and one of the friends that I used to know, his dog has died in the time that I've been away. And also she said that the pet shop is about to close. So say only 8 months and things change. I think this will help by coming back, because when I go back to Wales, just being on the allotment site there gave me that feeling of seeing a productive patch. So I think when I go back, I will completely throw myself back into doing the homestead, because I've come up with a plan in order to increase the social aspect of my homestead. Even though nobody else has got access, I've got a plan. One thing I'm noticing is, even though everything is quiet, it still sounds noisy. And I can appreciate now what I've got on how peaceful it is. So what this woman with the dog told me is that this building, which is the pet shop, she wants to sell the pet shop off. No, she wants to close the pet shop and then sell the land for developers to put flats here. Or maybe she'll do the flats herself. There we go. Use it or lose it. But this dog walker told me she's definitely decided to lose it. Look at the queue across the road. For a second I thought the lockdown had come back, but they're all queuing up to get the kids' uniform. The pet shop just told me that the card shop has folded. He's going to call it quits. Just up here, the stationery box, he's closing. And it is true, the pet shop is closing, and they don't own the building, they said. The business is closing, and the landlord is then going to build 3 flats. The problem is, if you build all these flats, the people will come, but they're not giving extra doctors and things. I hope George is open. I'm gasping for a cuppa. Chef's delight. Whatever happens to Sydenham, Chef's delight will be the last one standing. Oh, the Christmas tree. The village Christmas tree looks a bit as if it's gone past its best. There's my barber's I used to go to across the road there. And this is new. Nail reconstruction. Although I think there's flats here. Flawless feet. Oh, they wouldn't want to get their hands onto my trotters. And above there are flats. Surprising to see so many shops closed. Maybe it's because they're having a long bank holiday. George is open. Let's have a look how he's doing. Cup of tea, please, George.
Hey, Sean! Welcome back!
So I've just ordered a Uber now. Seems a novelty to just to touch it and a cab will turn up because we don't have any in the village back in Wales. And now I'm going to the last allotment site that I had because, and this is the whole point that I've come up as well, is because they are having an, what's it called, a summer flower show. So I thought I'll go and have a look, check out my old plot. It was great to see Kenty and some of the gang were there. I'm going to go back tomorrow morning to see if a few more of the gang turn up. Unfortunately, one of the people there, Roger, his dog has sadly died a few weeks ago, so it'll be good to catch up with him as well. But it is an absolutely glorious day today. In fact, maybe a bit too hot. But I've had one cup of tea. I'll have another one when I get down the allotment. Right, where is my taxi? Well, it's a novelty to feel heat in the sun. I know I'm going on about it. Oh, just had a bit of cream tea. Well, it's nice to see everybody's faces. I'm now going to have a little walk down to my old plot and see what the new owner has done to it. Out of all the sites that I was on, this was one of the best. This and the Rusty plot. Well, it's certainly different. Whoever's doing a bit of cleaning. So it's a bit of a strange arrangement. I know the guy who's got this, but the trees are still mine. And he has offered to bring the trees down to the homestead in October, November. Because I had only just put these in. So it goes all the way up here. Got this little shed at the back. It does feel really weird to be back. All the way around here. There's a pond in there somewhere. We'll have a look at that in a moment. And past my compost bins. So I used to have this side as well. But I gave this up about a year or two ago. Let's have a quick look. Look at these onions. This is Paul. What a great crop you've got, Paul. I do like the size of your onions. There we have it. Got a nice crop of tomatoes there. And look at this. There's one left. This is Queen Elizabeth rose. And I bought this to make a hedge. What's that down there? It's like a pineapple. Or maybe it's a palm. If I can find videos of this plot for the new subscribers, I'll put links in the description below. You might want to go off and have a look at what I'd done here. I created the structure and the 4 beds. Got a nice crop of garlic there. Roses could do with a bit of deadheading. Let's have a look at this garlic. Look at that. That's a sign that the soil here is good. See, I can tell from just looking at it that they've had nothing but heat, because the soil is absolutely solid. This is a blueberry bush I put in a big pot there. Right, let me see if I can get inside the shed, because I want to leave a gift behind. Now, the rhubarb always did well, and again, it is doing amazingly well. So well, it's a job to get into the shed. Look at this, we had hours of fun in here, didn't we? Oh, it's nice and cleaned up now, look at that. But what I want to do is, I've got a bottle, I bought this in Tenby, a bottle of organic seaweed gin, and I'm going to leave it because this is the guy who took all my stuff down to Wales. So I will put it, where can I put it so that you can see it? I'll put it here. There you go. Maybe I'll send him a note if he hasn't said anything within the next week. There we go, I brought my hat. It feels even tighter than the last time I had it. Right, I want to check out my apples. Now, all these apples I bought, a lot of the varieties were varieties that featured in the Victorian Kitchen Garden TV series, which I absolutely love. And one of the apples I can see is ready for picking. Now, as I've explained before, the idea was all these were going to be dug up and brought down to me. But I'm a bit dubious about the whole thing, because I think I could be introducing mare's tail. So I would rather spend this money again and buy them from scratch to be on the safe side. So this is an apple, and I think it is called, let's have a look, what is it called? I think it's Beauty of Bath. I'm not sure, and the label has fallen off. And this is usually ready in September. So to tell if an apple is ready, just give it a twist. And if it comes off, it's ready for eating. Oh, look at that, it's got a bit of bug in it. So let me get these others off as well. So there's 3. I could have put these into the show. And where's the other one? That one there. I think that is all. There's no other fruit. So these would be the first year. And if I was here, I would take all the fruit off, because you want the goodness to go into the developing of the roots. But it's always nice to taste a few. See how absolutely bone dry the soil is. So this seems the cleanest. So let's give it a go. That is a juicy apple. You can certainly taste the cocks in it. This is a relation to the Cox's orange pippin. Nice size as well, look at that. I'll certainly be getting one of these trees. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave the trees here. I just don't want to take that risk. But this, it's a real meal. It's beautiful. So I'm going to take this from the shed and take it back down to Wales with me. See, that's another major advantage of not being on an allotment site. I can do my filming without any fear of streamers going off in the background. I wanted to look inside here because I can't remember what I left here. Nothing much. What I'm surprised by, so I've spent about an hour being sat on the plot, contemplating life. What I'm surprised by is how much stuff I left behind when I left. And a lot of it I could use. But also there's something about buying new and starting from scratch. So I've been here for, oh, look at these. I nearly walked past these. Again, these are from the Victorian kitchen garden. And this is a very old raspberry called Yellow Antwerp. And there's not many of these left. In fact, I think it's virtually impossible to buy them now. So a few of them, although, when did I put this in? About a year ago, so it's really put a bit of weight on in a year. But I did manage to buy one of the last ones from the company before they stopped selling them again. Very fruity, very sweet, very beautiful. Yes, I've been sat there having a discussion with myself. It's a very nice site, very nice people, but times move on. And just being sat in the shade, I had that feeling again of, oh, I'm so hot, I can't do anything. And this is one of the reasons why I wanted to come back, was not only just to see the show, but a bit of a count your blessings exercise to appreciate more of what I've got. The orchard is looking very nice here. So I don't have any more plans. I've done everything. I'm going back to Kenty tomorrow, so I might just go to the hotel and have an early night, or maybe I'll just wander around Sydenham, see if there's anybody I'll bump into. But on the way back to Penge, I might see if one of my other cafes is still open. I could have a Sunday lunch. Now down in these little huts, I've got number 17, and I don't know what's in it. A bit of insulation, a bit of tubing, a bit of that was my old sofa bed. I think there's even a cooker in the back there. Yes, there's a cooker there that one of my old allotment pals, Jeff, gave me. Would I want that back on the homestead? Not sure. Right. Let's close that up and go and have a cup of tea with the gang over there and enjoy the show. Oh, well, I saw the majority of the people I wanted to see. There was just one person whose plot we're passing here. She wasn't here today. But it's great to come back for a visit. Oh, I'm looking forward now to getting back to the coldness of a Welsh mountain. It is absolutely scorching. Whew. I remember coming down here once and there was a goose looking in through the shop windows. Ah, nice to see the cafe is still going. Let's go in and have something to eat, because I haven't had an inch of cake at the show. I'm being good.
Yeah, so they said actually it's kind of quite big thing. Yeah.
Oh, dear me.
Doing down from Wales.
Look at the view from out here. That's Crystal Palace straight in front. And over there is Canary Wharf. And then on this side is Bromley. See, there's a lot more green space than you think.
Roll up.
So it's my last day today. I'm heading back this morning. So I'm going to go back to Sydenham High Street and probably hang out at Kenty a bit. I'm going to meet up with Gary from the allotment. He's coming for a cup of tea. On the way though, I'm going to see if the family cafe, I've heard different reports. Apparently it's closed, some people have said. Others have said she's only on holiday. So I'll go and have a look, because she's had a tough time over the last few years with trying to get customers in, because where she is situated, a lot of her customers were affected when the lockdown happened, and I don't think they've been able to recover since. So we'll pop in there first, and if it is there, I'll have something to eat. Otherwise, we'll then head on to Sydenham High Street. At least it's a lot cooler today. What's interesting is it's now September the 2nd, in fact. And back in Wales, it feels very autumnal, but up here, it still feels like summer. Oh, bit of bad news. It looks like Family Cafe is closed. Usually they would put a sign if they were just on holiday. Is that No, they would usually just put a sign there saying, gone away for a few weeks. But oh look, that's their sign for the menu. And here's some of their pictures. So maybe, sadly, it has closed down. I just looked through that pile there, and a lot of the pictures that they would have had on the wall were there. So I think, sadly, Family Cafe has closed down. That's a shame. Right, let's walk up to the high street. That's a new building across the way there. I have filmed this over the years of it being done up. Nice to see it finally done. Here we are, back on the high street. Morning all.
Morning, how are you?
Just come back for a visit.
Welcome.
Oh, just got a big mouthful of exhaust then. Well, it's a shame that Family Cafe has closed. They did their best. Some would have said they should have closed down a long time ago, but they kept going. I forgot George changed his opening times. He's not open till 10 o'clock now, so I'll just go for a little meander up and down the high street. There's the butcher's shop there. Oh, look who it is! It's Gary. Just happened to bump in.
There you go, all right.
Just happened to bump into you.
How's you? Are you going in there?
Shall we go and have a tea?
I'm going to just go to the charity shop and the station.
Radio.
Could be back down 5 minutes.
Yeah. Okay then. Here it is. We're all back. We're all back again. Oh, there's the laundrette there. I could have brought my duvet. Nice to see the garden is still here. I was part of the team that set this up about 15 years ago. It's full of daffodils and tulips in the spring, and the idea is that you had a smile on your face when you left the train, when you came home from work. Well, George has done me a sandwich. You even got a slice of their vegan cake. And now I'm going to start the journey back. 2 hours to Cardiff, an hour to get to... No, it's an hour to get across London to Paddington. 2 hours to get to Cardiff, and then an hour up the valley, into the mountains, and into my village. It's been a very enjoyable few days. I'm so glad that I came back. People were asking me, when will I be back again? I said, who knows? Maybe Christmas, maybe next year. But this weekend has certainly helped scratch an itch that I've had for the past few weeks.
Please note that you can only alight on the front for all coaches, and this station has a short platform. Please ensure you are travelling in the correct part of the train.
Broughton in Marsh, Honeybourne, Evesham, Pershaw, Worcestershire Parkway, Worcester Shrub Hill, Worcester Foregate Street, Malvern Leaf, and Great Malvern. This
Welcome aboard, guys. This is the 1348 service from London Paddington to Carmarthen. We will call it Reading, Swindon, Bristol Parkway, Newport, Cardiff.
Oh, well, there we are. We are back where we started a few days ago. Just getting off the train, you can feel that heaviness of being in a busy city lifting. And even the sun has come out, and it's nice to be back in a nice, cool environment. Right, I'm going to go home, have a cup of tea, catch up with the cats. I'll catch up with you in a few days. So from me until then, bye for now.